Hey guys, Zordon of Doom here. I'm a singer-songwriter and I make content here on YouTube. I also stream on Twitch and have music up on Spotify, Apple Music, and here on YouTube. If you'd like to check out anything else that I do, all links are down in the description. You can also find playlists to other artists that I reacted to on this channel. And today I'm actually doing a request by Candice. Candice has introduced me to yet another artist. I have heard the name Clan Queen before, but I have not heard any of their music. So I'm really excited to check this out. I have no frame of reference. Candice even took the time to translate the songs for me so that I can understand them and we could talk about the translation or what the lyrics are about in tandem with the music video. The Clan Queen song that I am reacting to today is called Jihaku, or Confession. Candice actually sent me a PDF of his translation, so huge thank you, Candice. But yeah, we'll talk about that after my initial reaction to the song and the music video. Alright, here is the music video, Clan Queen Jihaku music video. I don't know what to expect. I didn't look up any information on Clan Queen. I'm going completely blind. So yeah, let's enjoy this. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Ooh.
ぶっ飛んじゃってる自意識過剰自分守るため過剰放送知った気に髪のまりまり理想守るため生きる塊警戒性で離れないけれ灰色の幹にめまいそっといたり来たりしてるマリももう一人の自分
Coding?
正直言うとね本当は人に聞いてなんかしていませんし正直言うとね本当は全部演じてんだ
Ooh, okay, so they have two different vocalists. I think. I love her voice. It almost looks like there's water on the lens, so you can't really see what's going on. Are they a band of 3? They also not show their faces? This sounds epic. The amount of emotion. Ooh. Okay, so you can see the guitarist and the bassist. But it blurs whenever you see the singer. Okay, it says here, director, edit my... Oh, whoa! Clan Queen. Cinematographer, Shinpei Nakagawa. Camera assistant, graphics. Stylist, Riku Hayashida. CG creator. Okay, I don't know who Mai is, but it seems like they are from Clan Queen. I'm actually gonna look up their band members. Wow, okay, so Aoi is guitar vocals, lyrics, composition, arrangement, graphics. Yoa is vocals, guitar, and illustration, lyrics, composition. And then we have Mai, who is bass, chorus, video direction, and video editing. Dude, they do it all. That's really cool. As an artist myself who composes their own music that you can find on this channel if you want to check it out. If you don't want to, it's okay. But I have a fantastic producer in LA, Automatic. Shout out to Otto. A lot of my music videos I filmed and edited myself. And even these videos, there are hundreds now on my channel. All of these are edited by me. So like, this is really cool to see a band take complete control of what they want. You know what I mean? Okay, so I looked it up and then I went to Candace's message, and what I literally just Googled, Candace summarized. So Clan Queen is a 3-member band consisting of Aoi, guitar and vocal, Mai, bass, and Yoa, vocal. Aoi is the songwriter and lyricist of the group, but the other two are also creatively involved. Mai directs all the MVs, and Yoa draws the cover art illustrations for the releases. They're so freaking talented. That's really cool. Okay, I wasn't sure about the illustration that Yoa does, but that's really cool that they do their cover art. My most recent single, Stress Ball, is a picture that I took on my iPhone. And then my partner edited it himself. So, like, I completely get it. That's so awesome. All right, now I'm going to take the time to go line by line and rewatch the music video just so that I can better understand what the song is about and see where Mai's brain was when she directed the music video, yeah? The imagery at the very beginning is very much a lot of digital, but in the same way, you can see, like, this looks very organic. So it's like you're seeing code, but also seeing, like, organic things, even the human being built, almost. And then we have the first line of the lyrics. It says here, "My crazy self-consciousness is excessive packaging to protect myself." Ooh, okay. All right, Candace. Thank you for this English translation once again. My crazy self-consciousness is excessive packaging to protect myself. People who grew up having to constantly learn to survive at a young age, protect themselves, they grow up being very, very self-conscious. They're very hyper-aware of their surroundings, and that is a self-defense mechanism in order to protect themselves from things that might hurt them, whether they be people or things. So this is very true. Also, I find it very interesting on the side over here. We got import random, class, inner self, definite self, self-good equals kindness, empathy, honesty, self-evil, envy, greed, anger, self-evil, seen, false. So you don't want to be seen as evil, but all of these things create humans. It's said that humans are made up of 7 deadly sins, but oftentimes you need the bad to emphasize or understand and appreciate the good in your life. We go back to the lyrics. Acting as if I know it all, yet leaving it up to God. A massive life that exists to protect my own self-respect. So it's almost like you're presenting a pretense. You act like you know everything, but you're also pushing away the responsibility. You're leaving it up to God. What happens is what happens. Shogunai. Life goes on, and it's all about self-preservation. And then here on the side, it's a little bit messier, but it says here, deaf, reveal, evil self. If evil self, print, the darkness you didn't want to acknowledge is now visible. For evil trait, enumerate, self evil. Print, evil trait, self post, reveal, reaction. Else, print, nothing bad to see here. Very interesting. It's a lot of tiny details, but we're gonna go back to the lyrics. A strange city, a fog that does not go away. I wonder if the city means something else. Maybe it's your surroundings. You can't really see what's to come, what's going to happen. If you knew beyond the fog, you'd be able to better protect yourself. It's like this coding here on the side is your brain sort of reacting to the outside world. It's like your self-defense. It says underneath what I've already read. Def post reveal reaction. So you're reacting to something. It's almost like this is what you'd put into an AI or a robot or something. It comes so naturally to us as humans. Like, for example, you learn how to open the bottle. So brain input would be like, if given water bottle, put hand on top of cap, twist to open, drink, or something like that. It'd be much more detailed, but your brain is thinking these things when you're really young, when you're a baby. You have to think of these things. Your brain is trying to figure that out. Now that you're older, it sort of just happens. It's muscle memory. We already know what to do. So it says, print, now that you've seen it, how do you feel? Reaction, input. Do you want to accept it, ignore it, or regret looking? Accept, ignore, regret. Strip lower. If reaction, accept, print. You take a deep breath and accept that this is a part of who you are. Ooh, okay, so it's giving different reactions. If reaction, ignore, print. You try to ignore what you saw, but it lingers in the back of your mind. If reaction, regret. You regret looking and wish you could unsee it. But what's done is done. Else, print. You remain unsure about what to do with this new knowledge. I am really liking my... This is really cool. A lot of this flashes in an instant, so you barely have time to register what it is you're seeing. But this is basically your inner self, your soul. Inner self, soul curiosity versus fear is what it says there at the bottom left. This is what the body, your mind is thinking, your soul is feeling, reacting. Back to the lyrics. Getting dizzy and fainting at the sight of the gray trunk. Is that in reference to the fog? Because the fog is gray? The unknown is overwhelming, maybe? As I go back and forth, another me appears. Huh. To be honest, in reality, I don't expect anything from other people. I wonder if the other me is another version of yourself that is trying to compensate for everything that's happening. You don't depend on other people because people have let you down in the past. So you take it all on yourself by creating another you, which isn't good, but it is very relatable, at least for me. I'm a little confused as to who was singing first, if that was Aoi or if that was Yoa. Please let me know down in the comments, or Canis, please let me know. But then we get to this next verse. To be honest, all of this is just an act. Hey, can anyone hear me? Is this the forest of the pituitary gland? This is like, she's asking for help. And the line, is this the forest of the pituitary gland? The pituitary gland is the master gland. It is responsible for hormones and responding to stress. It's also responsible for growth as well. Saying, is this the forest of the pituitary gland? Maybe she's in a very stressful situation. This thick forest where it's nothing but stress. And then you see a lot of coding words that show up on the screen. Def, reveal evil self, print, peering into your soul. If self evil, for I, evil trait, in enumerate self evil. I, evil trait, L, print, you are pure, nothing to see here. Ooh, Ooh, I just realized you're sort of projecting. Projecting, is that the word? If you start doing something bad, you're denying. There's denial here. There's no way it could be me. There's nothing to see here. Okay, def, understand evil self. Print, understanding the evil within. If self evil, for evil trait, and self evil. Reflecting on evil trait. The evil is part of you, but it doesn't define you. True. True. Evil is not necessarily evil, but it's also, I feel like this language is also kind of downplaying what evil is, because you need to also have a sense of responsibility for what it is you do. Right here, it's saying nothing to understand your soul is clear. Conflict between good and evil. Accepting evil within. It's good to accept yourself. These traits are a part of yourself, else there's nothing left to accept. You are at peace. You are at peace. So interesting. Okay. I can see both good, but also very problematic things that accepting yourself in this way could do, because it's important to accept, love yourself. That's a part of it. But you have to also have a sense of responsibility, accountability. If you're doing something awful, bad, back to the lyrics, well, I can't escape. Well, escape. Yeah, can't escape from the stress because this forest is too thick. The fog is too thick. Ooh, and then immediately no signal. I've already noticed that I am a bystander. I am operating myself right now. And I see that's why we have these words here, and they flash periodically throughout the music video. These are inputs, because you're operating yourself. You're making yourself move, training yourself to think and react specific ways to try and fit in. I feel like the line, I am a bystander, you're not the main character, is what it's saying. Right now, I am mashing the A button. Everything is going smoothly. Because you're mashing the A button, everything is going smoothly. I guess if you're just mashing A and you're kind of going on autopilot, so it's going smoothly, or seemingly going smoothly. But the backlash from emotional control itself is metacognition. Holy crap, this is deep. Yeah, because if you're constantly just cruising on autopilot, you're just mashing the A button, letting life pass you by, you're not processing anything. Nothing is going into your brain. There's a lot of emotions. Just because you don't care doesn't mean people will not care. You know what I mean? There's a saying, no man is an island. What you do in your life will ripple effect. It will affect other people around you. No matter what you try to do, it's going to affect someone. So you can cruise and pretend not to care, but if you're lying to yourself, that's probably going to make it even worse. The backlash is going to be even worse. This expectation that comes from who knows where, I guess, is so overdue that I want to throw the towel. You want to give up. Expectation from other people, expectation from yourself to be more than what you actually are. It's a lot. You don't even know where this pressure, this feeling is coming from. You just want to throw it away. Give it to someone else. Someone take care of it. I just want to be true to myself. And then, I believe this is the pre-chorus. I just want to be true to myself. I don't even care anymore. It's fine by me if you see this as evil. Goodbye. She's basically saying, I don't want to keep pretending. I want to be me. I want to live free. Forget what society is saying. Forget what anyone else is saying. I want to be me. I don't want to conform to what society is saying. If you think what I'm doing is evil, fine. Bye. I feel like in this song, though, evil is not actually evil. Evil, in this sense, is being out of line or being different. It is evil by the standards of society. It's not actually like you're doing something bad. You're just different. And I think a lot of times standing out is not a good thing. You're showing off. You're doing the most. You're doing too much. But that's inherently not a bad thing. It's good to stand out. It's good to be yourself. I'm seeing what the song is now talking about. This is really cool. Okay, and then we get to the chorus. Rip out my rotten organs. Oh, bleach my blackened heart. You've slowly started to decay because you've been pretending. You've been trying to defend yourself. You've been trying to just be on cruise control, be like everyone else, but that wasn't you. You were slowly withering away. Scrape out this tangled mess of a brain. Oh, tangled mess. That makes me think in context with the music video, the code that we've been seeing, the splattering of just words and inputs. That's what this is saying. Brain's a tangled mess. Ask me about tightly intertwined folklore. Confession. I'm kind of reading ahead in the lyrics. I think the intertwined folklore has to do with the next verse. I guess the confession is just, you want to be yourself. Next verse. From the moment you eat the forbidden fruit, there is no turning back. So I think that's what the chorus is saying about tightly intertwined folklore. It's not folklore for some people, it's religion. But forbidden fruit, the idea of Pandora's box. Forbidden fruit, you take a bite of it. Once you have that knowledge, you can't unknow it. You know what I mean? It's like when you notice a particular brand for the first time, or a particular word for the first time ever, and then you start seeing it everywhere. And you're like, what? I didn't know this was here. It's because your brain does this thing where it sort of glosses over the things that you don't really know, or you kind of understand, or you kind of know what it is. Oh, it's a brand, it's whatever. But once your brain associates it with something, it's automatically like, ding, ding, ding. Oh, I know this. I saw this here. And now when you go to other places, you can't stop seeing it. In the same way, the forbidden fruit was in the Garden of Eden. Eve ate the forbidden fruit. She gained knowledge, gave it to Adam. They learned and sort of tapped into the realm of God, did the one thing that they weren't supposed to do, and they still did it. Pandora, the same thing. Once the box is open, everything spills out. You can't put those things back in. So yeah, no turning back. It's there. You've learned it. Once you've done it, you can't undo it. You can't be who you used to be, essentially. Ratata. I know Candace put here la la la, but it's ratata. From the moment you learn something, it is burnt in, lasting structure. Yeah, you can't take that away. Once you learn it, it's there. It's a part of you. The identity of Santa Claus, his state of mind. Yeah, parents do their best to keep the identity of Santa Claus a secret for as long as they can. But once the child knows that it's fake, sorry if I'm ruining Santa Claus for you. Once you realize it's fake, you can't remove those thoughts. Even when you still want to believe in something, once those thoughts sort of worm into your brain, they're there. You'll constantly be doubting. The best before date of planet Earth. I didn't want to know them. Ooh. I want to experience dying without knowing them. Huh, interesting. The best before date of planet Earth. There's a burden of having too much knowledge, right? It's the reason why in a lot of stories and a lot of folklore, there is a cautionary tale about people who can see the future. Seers, fortune tellers. You don't want to know the day you die. You don't want to know specific events, because if you try your best to avoid it, you oftentimes, depending on the story, you inadvertently cause it to happen. It can be stressful for people knowing that. And considering our planet, climate change, the things that have been going on Earth, things are pretty rough right now, you know what I mean? So the line, I wanted to experience dying without knowing them, without knowing what was causing it, what was happening, what could have prevented it. But once again, it's the burden of knowledge. It's enough. In this world, the value of existing is skyrocketing like crazy. Is that so? Interesting. Value that was assigned by humanity, no matter how you think about it, is such a meaningless indicator that I could only laugh, isn't it? Wow. Value that's assigned by humans is very subjective. And with everything that's happening in society, it's getting harder and harder to earn a living, to make your way through life. You know, we're all struggling. I think value of existing, I feel like it costs more to exist now. It's skyrocketing. It's getting harder to live. And the reason for that is because other humans are assigning a particular value to things, and it's becoming more and more expensive, is how I'm sort of understanding it. Please let me know if I'm wrong. At least this is how I feel. It's so ridiculous how expensive things are getting. Something that you would think should be a human right is not. You know, it's a meaningless indicator that I can only laugh at. You can't do anything about it. You can only laugh at it. She's basically saying, unfortunately, we can see it happening. No one's doing anything. I can't do anything. So what can we do? We can just laugh. Our generation, the newer generations, can only laugh. Find solace in comedy because of how awful the world is. You know what I mean? And then we're back to the pre-chorus. I just want to be true to myself. I don't even care anymore. It's fine by me if you see this as evil. Goodbye. Sayonara. Soul inner self reveal evil. Take a peek. Soul understand evil. You understand. Soul accept evil. Hashtag accept. Soul show soul. Display current soul status. Yeah, I mean, you find your friends this way as well. If you have to hide who you are to your friends, they're probably not your friends. You're better off having them not in your life, honestly. You want the people, you want the friends in your life who accept you for who you are. You show your soul to them, they show their soul to you. Okay, I'm trying to read. This is way too small for me to read and a little bit blurred. Okay, deaf, understand evil. Understand the evil within. Okay, so most of this is, we've already read most of these. Yeah. Current state of your soul. And then we get back to the chorus. Rip out my rotten organs. Bleach my blackened heart. Scrape out this tangled mess of a brain. Burst out tightly intertwined folklore. Wickedness. So here we get to the bridge. That's right. Surely I must have believed that I was a strong human being. But that was false. Ooh. We do our best to be strong. We do our best to make it through the day. But we can only be strong for so long. Even if I cry, there is no replacement. What is here right now? That is me. Yeah, there's no one here to save me. Only you can save yourself at the end of the day. You can try to help other people. You can give them advice. But unfortunately, it's not that simple. You can bring a horse to water, but you cannot force the horse to drink the water. And then we jump back to the pre-chorus lyrics. I just want to be true to myself. I don't even care anymore. It's fine by me if you see this as evil. Goodbye. And we get the final chorus. Rip my rotten organs out. Bleach my blackened heart. She takes it down. She like whispers it, kind of. And then she goes all out in the third line. Scrape out this tangled mess of a brain. Ask me about tightly entwined folklore. Jihaku. Confession. Really, really deep lyrics. Really cool music video. It's very simple. You just have the three of them in the middle of this studio, this room, with a bunch of lights, monitors. But what's really cool is the coding. What you see on the sides, which sort of tells the story and adds a little bit more to not just the music video, but also the lyrics. So cool. This is what it looks like when a band sort of works together to create their art. Heck yeah. Clan Queen for the win. Okay, I didn't know what to expect, but Candace, you're right. They are dope. I can't wait to check out more of their songs. If you've stayed until the end of the video, I would love to know your thoughts. Was there anything that you don't agree with in my interpretation? Would love to talk about it down in the comments. All right, everyone. Don't forget that no matter how it is you are feeling, you are A-W-E-S-O-M-E. You are A-W-E-S-O-M-E. All Alright, guys, I'll see you all in the next video. Hopefully new Clan Queen in the next couple of weeks. Alright, guys. Bye-bye.
Is there hope for tomorrow?